So the point I was trying to make is that all companies today are actually technology companies. So it doesn't matter whether you're a bank or an insurance company or an e-commerce, it doesn't matter. So the critical skill is getting the software delivery done on time and full as per the user requirement. I'll just take a check-in. Chu, is it okay now?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm just laying out the mission of our company, Scaled Agile, is to unlock better ways of working. Now, this is very interesting. We are now transitioning broader from just IT delivery to better ways of working and having business agility. So this is a wider canvas, and we will look at this bit broader. Most people will look at agility or project management to be only to say, well, this is the realm of IT project delivery. It is not so, not anymore, especially the bigger or the medium-sized companies which we are talking to. Here is who we are and what do we do. So the way to read this busy slide is look at the top right-hand corner, the primary purpose for transformation. So, essentially project management is for transformation. So the three reasons why customers give us is they want to be more business agile. That means take products or services faster to market. The second one is transform their existing business and also their new business. And third is obviously to scale agile practices, which actually is a repetition of if you are to deliver one and two, you really need to have the agile practice all sorted out. The business benefit not only related to technology, like I said, but to create employee engagement and purpose. Number two, unlock customer value and deliver innovation. Third one is connect to strategy and execution. A lot of companies have very good strategy, but their execution, operationalizing on the ground level really has a gap, and that's why it leads to failure of the execution. And the third one is it's a common language and practice among the various teams. Think about it. Suppose you were sitting around a dining table or an office table and there were four people. It's very easy to do any methodology which you like. You could have your own one. But when the team grows to different countries, different time zones, different projects, then you need a common language or KPIs or dashboards to be able to deliver on it. The tools are there for dashboards. What do you put on the dashboard? That is essentially where it is. The typical results are, which we get are, and this is all reported by customers, not me, right? 50% faster time to market, 35% increase in productivity, 50% improvement in quality. That means reduction of defects. And more importantly, 30% happier, more engaged employees, because the work from a framework like Scaled Agile is managed rather than ad hoc, and everybody is slogging nights trying to do that. So the SAFE system, which is the one below, is essentially consists of three things. Number one is it's a learning and a professional growth system. The second one is it's a system of practice and collaboration. You have to practice it. It's like learning a language or learning to ride a bike, right? And the third thing of knowledge and expertise exchange. So we are essentially a framework of proven practices. So it's not a silver bullet that you bring out, etc. It's a discipline you learn. Obviously, it's a learning oriented one. We work across 500 partners, which includes NTUC LearningHub, and we have 20,000 customers globally, few in Asia, about 25 of them here and growing. And we have 1 million safe, trained, and certified professionals. I did a kind of a meetup, and we have 225 trained, safe, with credentials folks in Singapore. Moving on. So this is exactly the same slide, is how does SAFE benefit organization like yourselves? I've spoken about it. By the way, each of these data points is not just some pie in the sky. We have proof and validation from customers along these lines: time to market, quality, productivity, and engagement. And I can share it later on if and when required. It's about that we have transitioned as a company. By the way, I should have said we are 12 years old company, not a startup, not really, a mature company in that sense. And we started off as a framework. The left side has this busy framework, which people like to put on their boards, etc. And I have it in my house on a board because I'm a visual person, so it looks at it. But now we have moved into a system for business agility, which is this circle with this particular framework in between, which I spoke about: system of practice and collaboration, knowledge, and learning for professional growth. So a lot of people ask me, so what is this big thing about business agility? What does system for business agility do? So it does all of these things which I've highlighted in green: the knowledge, learning, practice, and expertise enterprises use to build resilience and deliver value and innovation to their customers. Now, the customers could be internal, could be external, could be a platform. It doesn't matter to us. But you need to be able to deliver value and innovation to them. I will just take a pause. Is my voice coming out all right? Am I too fast, too slow? Please give me some feedback.
Yes,
All
Madan,
okay?
I think your space is good and your audio is very clear.
Okay. So I'm going to be speeding up the content a little bit. I've laid the foundation. So this is when people talk about, it's a framework of proven expertise. So and one of the most important thing is that the scaled agile framework has taken 12 years of learnings from and a system thinking and built it upon ourselves. So we acknowledge that we have taken learning from it, right? And by the way, our framework is available free of cost. It's freeware on our framework website. So this is what you see. You don't have to buy it. You just have to put your mind to it. And what are the things you require will be key competencies, role definition, safe events, configurable to manage your implementation size. That training, comprehensive training, is available from partners like NTUC LearningHub. And also, all the government subsidies, whether it is SSG or IBF, whatever is the one, will be applicable to you as well as your employees as per the government rules prevalent. So our learning journeys are instructor-led course material. So the courses delivered by partners like NTUC LearningHub. It's professional certification recognition. It's instructor enablement, that we train the instructors. These are internationalized courses. These are not just North America. They are delivered in virtual classrooms as well as in person, depending on. And there are a lot of courses which are specifically around role-based assessment. So on my left side is that we configure ourselves to individuals, teams, and arts. So arts are agile release train. So it's just a technical word. It's whenever you put together various teams, you essentially have an art. It's like think about it like a train, like an MRT. It starts, it has people which work through the process, and it has a goal. Many arts make a portfolio. So the portfolio is a superset of arts, and we assess the performance, we learn and grow in the roles, and we achieve recognition for knowledge and experience. So you can be Scrum Masters, you can be Lean Portfolio Management. All of these are various courses which are available for us. In the system of practice and collaboration, once you learned it, right, then you have to practice it. So you have to practice day to day in your teams and put it to good use. And these are the entire discipline of art and virtual PI we use called program increment planning, which is basically like a planning workshop where you say, this is the work I have to do, this is the resources I've got, this is the minimum viable product I have to take out, and what really needs to do. Then we also offer lean portfolio management practice guides. We organize around value. We do value stream mapping. All of this is available as part of the course material. So course material, toolkits, playbooks, all of this. And also we are able to measure business agility competencies for yourself, as well as you can actually benchmark in your industry, because we have 20,000 customers globally across various industries, and we are able to do that. Moving on, just a couple of points I want to highlight. We enable partners, enterprises. So suppose you are a company looking at, say, a payment solution, fintech, manufacturing, trading, doesn't matter what, we will come and enable you along with our partners to be able to access expertise and advice, share experience and practices. Like I said, we have a best-selling program is called the Safe Program Consultant, also called SPC. If you Google on it or looked at people's LinkedIn, they put it as with a great amount of pride, because it's a good workplace credentials. And that particular one gives access to customer and industry specific use cases, which we obviously share on our websites, but also there are lots more by our SPCs will do that. Here is an interesting one. A lot of people tell me this is all good and fine, but there are other things people use, other methods, of course, and we have no problem with methods. But this particular chart shows you that 37% globally organizations will responded to our survey, which is done by the State of Agile, not by our company called Digital.ai, said they use Scale Agile. There are others, and I have respect for other also, and we have respect for others, but there are not competition. So it's the Spotify model, there's enterprise Scrum, there's Scrum at scale, etc. Now I just want to explain, there is team level skills and there's enterprise level skills. Team level skills are all of these names which you are reading on the screen. Whereas at an enterprise level skill, when teams interlock to deliver, that has one important one, which is Scaled Agile. That's why most people, when they graduate to a higher enterprise level, they would actually come and look for us. This is an important slide. A lot of people say, what about others? There's no problem. And by the way, even if we're using Scrum Alliance or Scrum or IC Agile, there's no issue. You can always graduate to the next level, which is Scale Agile. This is just a quick recap of what I've already said. It's a framework of proven practices. There's learning and professional growth, and there's practice and collaboration. So think about it. We are not like a software per se. We are like a framework which will sit on top as a business agility framework in your organization, with training for each role, whether you're a business leader, your tech team, your agile expert, your trainer and coaches, or you are business team member. There are role-based trainings and certification available to all of them. The 4 C's of safe enterprise is, the most important is community. We build community within your organization and also link it to others. We collaborate. There are classroom, which is virtual learning. Now people are getting into in-person learning, and there are courseware, which are 15 courses and workshop, and these are internationally recognized, certified at a very high level. So people, when I look at jobs for Scrum or Agile coaches, they specifically call off prior experience and credentials of safe enterprise must be there. A lot of people tell me, okay, this is all good and fine. How do we prepare newcomers for safe, whether the newcomers are within your teams or within your company. So we have a portal. It's a community portal called Safe Jumpstart. As the name indicates, it kind of gives you agile basics. What is safe for lean enterprises? What are the core values? What's the mindset? What are the principles? And an important video called Safe in 5 minutes. And then it goes on. All of this is available when you start our journey with us. So it's a choreographed, process oriented one, which is delivered through NTUC LearningHub to you. Here are all the courses and certification which is available. And as you can read faster than I can speak, a couple of them which are really, really popular is Leading Safe, Implementing Safe, Safe for Agile Software Engineering, Scrum Masters, Leading in the Digital Age, and new programs keep coming. If anybody in the audience is from the government or public sector, we have specific programs for government and public sector in all over the world. So please do contact us. If there are people from marketing and hardware automation, we have specific workshops. Remember, I said we are not only for project management, we are also broader than that. Here are some virtual classrooms and how do we really implement it. It's just screenshots. There are obviously course maps, course goals, and logistics, and all of that is thing. Quite like the Remo framework, we actually bought a company called Collaborate, and we have actually used that. So for all our courses globally, we use this what we call a Safe Collaborate now. Now, a lot of people, leaders like yourselves, could ask me, okay, we've done the classroom. Now, what next? So there's this operationalizing the learning. There is templates for LPM, which stands for Lean Program Management, Portfolio Management, Scrum Masters, Product Owners, and we essentially have all of templates given to you as part and parcel, so that it's a because you're not doing this alone. You're not trying to do this on yourself. There is a whole established library, like almost like a universal. Role-based training is another one. There needs to be baseline training and specific role-based training for Scrum Masters, project owners. Those are some of the ones which are very popular for us, and we are talking to companies here, banks, insurance companies, which are being very focused on new product releases, and we are talking to those. I cannot share the names because they are still not approved. There is a lot of other learnings for agile maturity baseline. So think about yourself that agile is a journey. So you start off with learning, you start implementing, you make a community, you deliver projects, and then that entire maturity grows, and there are a lot of toolkits available towards that for you to measure. How are you measuring against your goals? How are you measuring on specific competencies, etc.? So all of that is available. Also, people are looking at agile for marketing and leading in the digital age. So these are new programs which have come up. They were not there earlier, 2 years back, and now there are lots and lots of investments going on in the areas of marketing and digital age series, and that's why you can see some of this courses being taken up very well. I just want to highlight what is written here. That agile mindset is about culture and fit. That means mindset, and that starts with leadership. Now, the leadership could be you, could be seniors in your organization, could be team lead, doesn't matter. So McKinsey research found that transformation where leaders model the change themselves are 4 times more likely to succeed. It's not surprising that and one controversial view could be, why do transformations fail? Well, they fail for 2 reasons. Number one, that the leadership changes, shifts the priority, or second is you have new leaders and they abandon the discipline or the energy behind the process which has been started off. So then it's like a more like a start stop, right? And I've seen that we do have organizations where transformation has failed more than once, and it's very surprising that the causes are pretty well known. So if any amount of research done will do that. So the leader's mindset and what they invest in. So without that, honestly, when Scaled Agile interacts, we always try to see whether the leadership is committed or is this an ad hoc training. If it's an ad hoc training, we don't have a problem. It's not that we are being arrogant, but we can see that this is not a transformational play. Because if we are going to be investing our time and energy with you, we would like you to invest your time and energy with us. So there are a couple of other information which might be a little bit too much. I'm going to be exiting my slide.